Welcome back to the next part of Divinity Original Sin Definitive Edition. So I think I said in the first part Definitive Edition, which would be the German pronunciation. Anyway, so yeah guys, welcome back, and without further ado, let's just jump into the game. I mean, we are already here. And we did an autosave. I also, I've tested something, so I've played Until the Sheep. If you don't know what I mean, I just mean there is a sheep next, behind this door, and I have spoken, I'm not gonna read this right now, because I know what it means, and I have spoken to the sheep, but that's it. I don't even know what the sheep is talking, and that's the thing, we can talk to the sheep, so I'm really curious, but I have no idea what the sheep is talking to us, I promise you that. And I also watched the video, so the Definitive Edition, it's a little bit different. Also this here, the tutorial is a little bit different from the original thing, but that's it. So I just got that, and there are some changes. I don't really know, I don't really care, because like I said, I've never played this game like over...
Hey, a sheep!
Yeah, that's awesome. That's an awesome sheep. How you guys say that? Imitation. Whatever. Let's talk to the sheep. Hey, sheep.
Shaking her fluffy coat, the sheep eyes you balefully, her rectangular eyes like letterboxes to the void. With one sharp hoof, she kicks you right in the shin.
Okay, so I prepared a little bit of water, I forgot that, sorry about, I was so... Pet Paul. Because you have the Pet Paul talent, you can easily converse with an animal, talking, right? Let's check the pronunciation. Converse. Converse. Yeah, I think conversation, it means something like a conversation, right? It should mean something like that. Okay, anyway, so sorry about that, understood. So, narrator, shaking her fluffy coat, the sheep eyes, you balefully, balefully, what else? It mean, bösartig, hihi. Yeah, exactly. Baleful, schrecklich. Okay, baleful. Her rectangular eyes like letterboxes to the void with one sharp hoof off. She kicks you right in the shin. Yeah, okay. I'm not always repeat what I have to read. Just sometimes. Hoof means hoof. Okay, right. Fine. So.
Fresh meat. Nice. Plump. Banded like a chicken's leg too.
Okay. So, poke the sheep's ample belly with your toe. Remark that she's got more meat on her than you do. Okay, I got this. When I laugh, I got this. Sniff and tell the sheep you don't appreciate being linked to a farm animal. Come on. Just this is our ability, no, this is our... what is Beruf again? Beruf. Our job, yeah, but there's a better version, profession. Profession, I think, yeah. Okay, so we could use that. Say you are glad she likes to jog around. Has she heard the one about the dancing sheep? Okay. You don't intend to take says like this from a sheep. Says. Means what? Frechheit. Oh, that's cool. Sass. Okay. Says like this from a sheep. Take your leave instead. You know, guys, I like the first answer. I'm gonna go with that.
That may be so, but look at the flies. And wisdom. Flies know when a creature will die. And it's around your head they're buzzing, not mine.
You are nasty sheep, I can. Okay.
With 2 shakes of her stumpy tail, the sheep turns away from you to peruse her hay-filled manger.
Okay, stumpy tail, what means that? Stumpy tail. Stumpy Schwanz. Okay, anyway, good. Yeah, as you can see, sometimes I will translate, but not everything, because I mean there are a lot of words I just assume what it means, because I figured out if I'm gonna to translate like everything, it's really tiring over the time, so I'm not gonna do that, and I will still learn enough. I think so. I hope so. Well, and even if not, then not. Anyways, so this is also, I forgot to mention this, the first video where I promise you that. Guys, I promise you that I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I promise you that. This was just sometimes I do things when I speak, and then I thought maybe as I was touching the vase, I thought maybe, and you know, anyway, so well, then let's use the key. Why not? Or maybe it's because it was similar to the very first version of the game, but I don't know anymore. Books. To read books or notes, open your inventory and use. Okay, let's do that. Inventory, this is your inventory, everything in your pickup stored here, right mouse button in your inventory, find and find out what you can do with them. Yeah, okay. We're gonna read that, do we? Oh, got order from the guard's steward. No, I'm not reading everything. Maybe later on, if I feel like, because there's enough to read. Can we take this? Bread, yeah, what's that? And like I said, if maybe it's not nothing, maybe it's boring to watch me, well then, if so, come in 2 years back again, please. Maybe I'm better then. But I think I'm already better as when I started apple pie. There's a lot of good food here. Okay. And I'm not hurrying myself. I try to just play like I would play in my single player game, you know. I'm not a good, like I said in the, if you, maybe you skip the character creation, I'm not good at those games actually, even though I like them. To equip an item, open the inventory and drag the item into the matching equipment slot. Okay. Give me that. Equip, and we have a knife. That's good because we are kind of a fighter. I forgot about what we are. This is possible. Okay, hold on. Can we open the door? Mechanism. The door is operating by pressure. No, operated by pressure plates. Stand on them or place heavy objects on them. What? What does it mean? I don't know. Okay, anyway, we get this somehow. So we have our first riddle. Maybe it's not a riddle. Maybe it says we. Oh, I see. I can play like 3 billion hours. Oh, I got this. So this is. I think this is new. You know, we could just leave the tutorial, but I'm not gonna do this because actually, oh, money. Actually, I forgot. I mean, I never knew much about this game, but I forgot even the little what I knew. Oh, come on. So it's open It's even harder to do the tutorial as... No, I don't know what to do. I mean, we could really skip the tutorial, but... Huh? Ah, no, I see, okay. I see... See, there is a lever thing, but can be destroyed? I mean, I don't know what this is right now. No, I don't think so. Okay. Ah, wait a second. I see. Okay, I see. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, cool. Ah, oh man, I'm glad. I'm glad. Yeah, this game actually plays. You can play with the environmental, and you should also in fights or stuff. So, for example, here's oil, and applies slowed, ignoring magic armor. Slowed. What does that mean? Slowed. Ach, verlangsamt. Ach, slowed. Okay. Slowed. Okay. I see. We could entzünden. Ignite. We could ignite the oil, and then we could use it surface. Hold on. You step in oil. Oil surface can slow you down and can also be ignited. Well, Sega's game. Every surface has its own effects. Well, this is actually what I tried. Oh man. Anyway, so here's water, I think. Yeah, and this is oil. This is never a good combination. So here's a guy. Let's talk to him. Magister Renard. Okay.
The Magister Guard snorts and sniffles as he sleeps. You're almost impressed that one man can make such a phlegmy racket.
Phlegmy racket, he makes a big noise, I think. Okay, whisper to the guard. Shout at the guard, yeah, that sounds fine. I think we're gonna do that because it's just so interesting. Bob, a boop on the guard's nose. What does boop mean? Bob. Bob, the guard's nose. Let's see. Die Wachnase aufkochen, huh? Okay, this is a strange German translation, but I think I know what that means as well. Okay, no, we're gonna yell at the...
What's happened? Oh, are you in the relief shift?
Are you the relief shift? Ah, die Wachablösung, I think so. Relief shift. Entlassungsverschiebung. Google, what do you translate? Doesn't make sense. I also use DeepL, which is another translator. It's actually a really good translator, but it's only text, no audio support. Entlassungsschicht. I don't know. I mean, I know what it means. I would say Wachablösung in German. This would anyway. So, okay, continue.
Wait, you're no Magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy scrounger? Choose your words carefully. My fists ache to meet a new face.
Sometimes you will be able to pursue the person you are talking to. Your answer, your stats, and your persuasion ability will decide how successful you will be. Yeah. Okay. Wait. What are you doing here? Filthy scrounger. Filthy scrounger. Yeah, I thought so. Aha! Filthy scrounger. Yeah, Drexer. Okay, choose your words carefully. My fists are to meet a new fate. Yeah. That's very nice of you. Tell the truth. You're snooping around. Snooping around. What's he going to do about it? With persuasion. Salute him and say his superior sent you. He is to report to the upper deck. No. Constitution, persuasion. Okay, I'm not good. I'm not sure if we are good at this. Tell him you're heard yelling coming from above. He needs to get up there. Fitness, persuasion. Laugh and tell him one of the guards on the upper deck fell overboard. As he would care. Anyway, he should check it out. Tell the guard you're itching for a fight and he's your mark. Yeah. The truth. No, this is, this is boring. This could maybe... No, I don't like that. I don't like that either. Let's use that. Okay, salute him and maybe this is... I mean, it's a little bit, funny. Salute him and say his superior sent you his report. Okay, let's see how this works. No. Oh, okay, we have 0. This is not much, I think. Okay, persuasion failure. Your persuasion 0, needed 1. Oh man.
Clever story. I almost fell for it. Almost.
Yeah. Oh no. Come on.
I should have known there'd be trouble.
Well, at least we have a combat. Okay, combat in Divinity Original Sin 2 is played in rounds. Everything you do in combat costs action points, AP, which are received each round. Your turn ends when you have no AP left. Yeah, okay. Oh man. From the left to the right, the order of the character portrays determine the round order of combat. Makes sense? Okay. Hi! Combat backstep. Move into the cone behind. What? Cone. Kegel. What a Kegel? I don't know what it means. Anyway, behind an enemy and attack while wielding a dagger to perform a backstep. Okay, he explains my class to me, the game. Okay, the game explains. Anyway, successfully backstep, perform instant critical hits. Oh yeah, I like that. So we have to jump. Jump over the enemy and landing. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Oh yeah, this is cool. And taste. And what is that? Gain 2 action points immediately, but lose. Oh, this is good. Okay. Give me that. Oh yeah. Can we do something? Maybe a normal attack. Okay.
So much for a peaceful stroll.
So that's it. This was all awesome. I'm already happy with that. Okay, Magister Renard is dead. I mean, it was really hard, actually. Unnecessary and hard. But this was our first fight. So what is that? A lever. I think I have learned the word lever in my Amnesia Let's Play. Let's double check it. Der Hebel.
The lever.
The lever. Maybe I should also say the article in German, because my friend told me to do that. Because I mean, you don't learn German from me, you not at all. I just think it's good for me to do the Let's Plays and you get some random German words, I thought this could be funny or boring. And yeah, but my friend, she told me to do that because, because the German articles are really, really hard actually, and sometimes Daddy does. So for example, der Hebel, das Fenster, das Auto, something like that. If you learn German, you know what I mean. So maybe I should say that as well.
The prisoner's eyes meet yours. He speaks not with gratitude, but with gleeful malevolence.
But I'm not a teacher at all, so I could be wrong even with my translations, just want to say that. Okay, we just released a prisoner without thinking. First of all, open the door and then let's see if this is a good guy. Okay, narrator. The prisoner's eye meets yours. Yeah, he speaks not with gratitude, but with gleeful I don't know what that means. Gleeful malevolence. Yeah, exactly. I have to write this. Okay, this is actually... as I started to learn English in 2016, I did exactly the same. I was actually just translating everything. And everything, and everything, until... yeah, today. Okay, I'm really bad in writing and reading, by the way, so sometimes I need more time as other. Anyway, yeah, okay, gleeful malevolence. Vernünftige Bösartigkeit. Okay, yeah, well.
Freedom.
Oh no.
Tastes better than wine.
Oh no, we are released on a crazy guy. I think he's completely...
And I can set you free in return. Say your prayers while you've breath to speak.
Oh man, this is your first...
The halls await.
Say your prayers while you've breath to speak them, lass. Okay, he killed us, right? Oh man, this is... I mean, seriously, what's wrong with... I'm gonna teach you something, but first of all, I will not fight in the flames. I'm not so crazy. Yeah. Can we... No, this is just backstepping. Could we do that? Maybe this works. Maybe we can do this. No. Yeah, oh, this is good. So we're not in the flames. Oh, he's strong. Oh no. That could be really bad for us. What is that? Sucker Punch. An unexpected blow that deals 6 to 7 physical damage and knocks down... Oh, maybe this works. Ah, this is good for us. Encourage allies around you, increase their primaries. How much? 1, okay. 2, okay, let's do that. Okay, strength +1, fitness +1, intelligence +1, and constitution +1. This is maybe helpful. Oh my dude. What do we gonna do? We're gonna drink a little bit of... Yeah, that's a good thing, so... Aua! I see, okay, but I think he's... we in German say if someone is... If there is no way that he could survive, I could tell him, du bist Geschichte, which means he's... what is Geschichte again? Let's see. Maybe... Du bist Geschichte. You are history, but it's a, you know, it just means, you know, you were living but you're not anymore, so you're gonna die. That's it. Anyway, just besides... Okay. Well, and this is not a good idea. I wanna go. What is? Why do I stay in flames? Let's go in the water. Yeah. Okay, this was a weird start, I think. Does he have something? I mean, he's a prisoner actually, so he doesn't have anything. Next time I should really reading stuff. Items such as scrolls, grenades, and special arrows are automatically added to your hotbar and pickup. Drag other items or skills to your hotbar for easy access. Yeah. Where is it? Magic scrolls. You found the electric discharge scroll. Try it out on a puddle. On a puddle? Puddle. Try it. Puddle. Ach, Pfütze! Yeah, puddle means die Pfütze. Die Pfütze. So with the article. Okay, puddle. Of water or a steam cloud and see what happens. Yeah, okay, yeah. Probably something like in Bioshock. Oh yeah, I like this game. The thing is, I'm stupid, so I will... It's hard for me to play those games, but I love those games. I would like to play Baldur's Gate, but I thought it could be maybe a little bit hard because this game makes me a little bit. Actually, it's a really good learning game for me right now at my state because of the audio I get from. Because there's so much audio and text. This is an awesome combination because my pronunciation is sometimes really bad, so this should help me. I hope so. Yeah, this is a okay, well, if you feel better now. Oh man, no, come on. You know, there's not really a reason for that you can do this, but it's fine. I think this is really funny.
Empty.
Oh, thanks. Oh, let's do it again.
Empty.
Yeah, thank you for that. What is that? Minor healing potion. Yeah, and if you don't know the game at all. Where do I running? No. Where? What is? No, stop. You can play this in co-op. I think the second, this version, the second igniting poison. Igniting fishing, Entzündung, inflaming, no, this one here. Ignition, okay. Ignitioning, I think, right? Ignition. Eh? Ah, whatever. Ignition. I don't know. Okay, move a candle into the poison surface or set it on fire to blow up the door. Do we have some fire stuff? No, so then let's move the candle. This is a candle. I know that we can sometimes step for step, or step by step we can move items from to another position. And I think we can regenerate beds. Using a bed allows wounded characters to heal over time. Ah, this game is so nice for me. It explains everything I want to explain.
No key? No problem.
So, can we sit down here? Yeah, about this game, you can play this in I think with 4 people. The second version, that's Divinity Original Sin 2. This one, I think you can play it, I'm sure, like 90% with 4 people, in a group. The first version with 2. But you can also play this in on a local co-op. So I could play this with a friend on the same PC with an Xbox controller, so on a split screen. Awesome. I think this is an awesome idea. And no one is playing this with me. Not even in German, my friends don't play this game. I don't get this. Why they just play the action games, you know, like Divinity. Oh, not Divinity. Which game is released right now? This action game. Tom Clancy's Division or something like that. Yeah, which is, I mean, I don't know. There are so many good games.
And I'm back where I started. Nowhere to go but up.
Oh, see? Nice. Let's do a quick save. Okay, quick save successful. And, well, that's it, or is it? Well, let's skip that. Are you sure you want to leave the tutorial? Yeah. Well, we did some... I mean... I mean, I see. This is actually the first tutorial, so... Oh no, this is too much for me. What is that? Crafting panel. This is a crafting screen. Select or drag items into the crafting slot and hit the combine button. Wallet. What does it mean? Wallet. Wallet combinations will be added to your recipe book. Okay, let's, you know, because I don't know what I'm doing, let's put a bread into it, and an apple pie, and this one, a ham, and let's see what. And we've created nothing. But hold on. Maybe we can produce some apples. No! Man. This is really bad. Apple... what is soft again? Juice. Apple juice, yeah. Would have been nice. No, we can't do it. Okay. The only game where I really loved making some alchemy, or making some alchemy, was World of Warcraft, because it was super easy to do that, and I've just liked that. Okay, anyway, let's talk to the guy there. I guess I remember the...
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough.
Yeah, I remember...
Nice bit of work, even if I do say so myself.
I remember the scene here, so we're gonna press again the F5.
There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash.
Leash, the one word I don't get it for sure. Leash. Line, okay, makes sense.
In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
Okay, text determine what options are available to you in the dialogue, in dialogue, and how the world reacts to your party members. Custom character have race, gender, and background tags. Original characters have unique original tags. Okay, you'll find. Okay, so lean in and whisper that the Magister below deck suffered a fatal encounter. Yeah, this is... Why should I tell her this? No. You pull at the thing around your neck futilely? Futilely? Futilely, vergebens. Again, if you think it's annoying to hear the Google voice, just let me know that. You know, just tell me that. Vergebens. Okay, futilely. Futilely. Okay, demand to know why she colored you. Just the last thing you'll remember is hosting your 15 pin. What? Hosting your this means I remember this. Yeah, I remember this from my very first translation. Oh, I needed so much time to translate the text. This means we were drunk. I hope so. I just risk this. It is the ram's head low. I don't know what that means. Mystic, say you had a long back dream about a ship sailing the river of the dead. Sailing the river of the dead, but you are not dead, are you? Okay. No, I don't like that. This is actually funny because I think this means we were drunk. Yeah, come on, let's choose.
Don't you dare! If you violate the virtue of my carpet, I'll do a good thing worse and put a collar around your neck.
Yeah. This happens if you...
Index fingers pressed to her lips. She pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
Uh-huh. Scrutinizing... Upsala. Scrutinizing gander. Gander. Hinterfragender Blick. Oh, yeah, that's good. Scrutinizing gander, okay.
My word. You do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative.
Befuddled. Befuddled. Oh, come on. Befuddled. Oh, sometimes it's really... I mean, it's me. I get this. It's my bad pronunciation, but it's sometimes, you know, if you speak into the Google Translator and befuddled and verwirrt. Ah, okay. It's frustrating.
Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy.
Wits means wits, I think. Just wits. Witze, yeah. Okay.
A new life awaits. And if you're a particularly good girl, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Source. For good.
Okay, lean in and whisper that the managers are below decks. No, why should I mean, this is still the same thing. You pull at the thing around your neck. I forgot this word again. Anyway,
Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those Source spells of yours? See what happens.
Nothing happens. I know that from the very first game, so this... oh, well, I think she would explain that. This we recall the power building inside... No, building... Recall the power building inside you, the sound and the fury and the madness. Unleash it, yeah. She might be playing a trick, yeah.
Oh, do go on. I won't hold it against you. Promise.
Shake your head. Shall we? I mean, you know, she asked, okay, maybe a couple of them.
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking, only to fade back into your soul like rain into the earth.
So she will have a laugh.
My, look at the concentration on your face. All will, but no result.
And not yet, at least.
There you have it. See? The collar's function. It neuters you of sorts. Makes you unable to cast Source. Yeah. For your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world's.
Okay, yeah, well, let's leave her. I'm not telling her that we killed the guy down below. I mean, she will probably ask what's going on and why and so on, so there's no reason. Why should we do that? It's so dumb. Instead of that, we're gonna check the fastening. What is fuss? That's fuss. The barrel, exactly. The fast. Hi. Okay.
It seems as though there's a...
Good gods! There's been a murder here.
A young magister stands pale and silent. Her knuckles whiten around her weapon as you pass.
These smelling salts are strong stuff.
Okay.
Behind the magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap, Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
Okay, avoid looking into the room between the lurching ship and the smell of blood. You feel a little sick. Peer into the room and ask what happened. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do.
There's been a murder. A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time, or you'd be a suspect like the rest of them. Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does.
Ask if you could lend a hand in the investigation. Is lend or lead? Lend a hand. Lend a hand. So helfen, it means simple helfen. Lend a hand. Ask if he knew that man. Yeah. Pause always does. Ask if this sort of thing happens often. Clap him on the back and say you are sure that they have it 100% under control. This is actually not so bad. Yeah, let's...
Hands to yourself, bloody sorcerer.
Hands to yourself. Okay, okay, man. Why should he take our clap on his shoulder? I mean, we actually a prisoner.
It seems as though there's a pattern in the blood flow.
I'm not sure if I get the story completely. This is not my intention, at least. I would be glad if I would understand everything, but I don't think so, and I don't. This is not my goal, because, you know, I think I can learn a lot, and I think I will have fun, even though if I don't know the backstory of Divinity 1. I mean, you know, I hope that's okay. So, but you can tell me what's going on if you want. Feel free to do that, but please no spoilers. I don't like spoilers. I mean, who does? Wait, you.
Ugly sight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
Okay, inform her that she wasn't this man's protector, she was his captor? Captor. Captor. Dinger. No, I don't know what that means, so we're gonna ask why she's letting you so close to the crime scene. For all she knows, you could be the killer. Yeah, that makes sense.
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
Mirthless. Freudlos is, okay. Freudlos.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir.
Yeah.
You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course.
Okay, you are, shrug and say, maybe you can. You are a sorcerer after all. I'm only human left. Okay. Tell her that that's a trick you haven't quite mastered. Ask if she's investigating her fellow magister as well. One of them could have easily done this. Yeah. This is kind of aggression. I think this is something too nice, too, you know, she's not my friend or something, but I don't understand that. Shrug and say, maybe you can. I mean, I understand you are so okay. Which say, yeah, because we are pissed. Sorry about our language, but we could. Yeah, let's use that. Come
Not
on.
with that collar on, you aren't.
Yeah.
Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform.
Yeah. Okay.
Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that?
Okay, not and say you'll let her know if you hear anything interesting. Say that you are not a snitch. Laugh. She really thinks you'd have a Magistus, someone who's keeping you under lock and key. Yeah, this is true. Tell her your price is considerable higher than that. Okay, we're gonna go with that.
Think about it. It's one of you who got killed, not one of us. We want to find who did it and bring them to justice.
Ah, that's a good argument, actually.
Who's your real enemy here?
I don't know. You? Who is continue?
You let me know if you hear anything. Whoever did this is dangerous.
Okie dokie. Then let's gonna go.
No marks, no indications of a struggle.
Yeah. And I hear sheep again. I'm not sure if I should talk with the sheep again because they seem to be very mean. So, yeah, I remember that. Okay. Okay, let's talk to the sheep first of all. Safe. And hello, sheep.
I'm not suited for this. It's sea cow, not sea sheep.
Sea cow, not sheep. Okay. I mean, I got this, but I don't know why should this be funny? It's a sea cow. I never heard of a sea cow. Yeah, of North. Sheep, you are my. Okay, no, it's cool. Okay, so admire their sheep's wool and ask if you might take a bit. Yeah, why not?
Haven't got any shears, have you? People these days.
Yeah, okay, she's a lot funnier as the other one. The other one was really miserable. What does miserable meaning anyway, if I used it? Miserable. Elend. Yeah, I think this is okay. Oh. Okay. Yeah. I never understand why people just throwing coins in a big metal crate. It stays here. Okay, let's talk to her. I remember that.
Sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
Okay, as far as I know, here are some on the whole ship are character with a backstory you could actually play. So we could actually play her, or there's other guys. So, but I think she's a thievery. Let's check this again. Diebin. Oh, come on. Eine Diebin. A thief, yeah. A thief. So we're not taking her in our group later on. This is because we are actually wanna be the thief. Anyway, so yeah, let's continue.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
Wonder what she's doing. Ask if you may join her. Now, first of all, what is she?
Rolling dice.
Rolling dice, okay.
Deciding fates.
Throne. Whose fate is she deciding? Laugh. Can she read the future in co-entries as well? This is Kuh-Eingeweide, I think. Kuh-Eingeweide. Okay, no. What means? I'm just curious. Entrails. I really no. It means Eingeweide. Okay, it's just the other word for that. Okay, great.
She eyes you quite seriously.
Maybe it's the wrong answer.
Not the future, no, but I can read the past in flesh. One of the perks of being an elf, you see. I'm quite good at it too.
Yeah, I also know that though the race, the elves in this game, they are cannibals. They can eat the flesh of what is Verstorbene? Verstorbene? Deceased or deceased, and then they get information from the meat from the deceased. Yeah, I think so.
I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last. Shall I?
No. You don't see why not. Okay, so.
She gives your arm a vigorous stroke of the tongue, efficient like a cat grooming.
Like a cat grooming, I know what it means because of the context, and vigor, I don't know the word. Vigorous. Okay, we go. I mean, maybe there are other people who learn, you know, I'm not good at reading, I'm really not good, so I don't see those actual syllables, so this is the reason why I always mispronounce the words wrong, so I'm just not good at this, so I need to hear it as well in order to actually be able to read the whole word. Vigorous. I mean, I'm not really complaining because I think the good thing is I have a good hearing, so I think I can speak then pretty good because I hear pretty well, but I will never be a good reader, I think. Just besides, okay. Anyway, kräftiger stroke. I forgot it. Vigorous. Okay, vigorous stroke of the tongue. Okay. Continue.
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers. A dark, dank place. I remember it well. As everyone lay sleeping, you sat in the dark with wakeful eyes, looking rather lovingly at... me!
Okay.
My, aren't you a pretty cup full of sugar and spice?
Yes, okay. Stare at the ground, embarrassed. You had quite forgotten about it. Admit, wide-eyed, that's exactly right. Snap at her, she doesn't know what in the seven hells she's talking. No, I like the first one.
She pats you on the shoulder consolingly.
Consolingly, oh man, consolingly. Consolingly. And this is also, you know, consolingly. I hear often also Germans who speaking pretty fine English, that English is really easy and you can speak it. Yeah, I think the normal casual speaking is not so difficult, but if you play a game like this, you come across, or you facing words like this one. Consolingly tröstend, which, you know, I don't know those words. Anyway.
There, don't you worry, darling. Your secret's safe with me.
There, don't you worry, darling. Your secret's safe with me. Okay.
I don't lick and tell.
Now I have to check the word. I thought I know. No, it means licking. Okay. Okay, ask whose fate does decide of her... Ask whose fate those decide of hers are deciding. What? Okay, Frage, welche Schicksal dieses entscheidet of hers deciding. Okay, I don't get this. Decide it's probably best to take your leave. No, I don't know.
Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
Okay, we're just asking which which she's deciding which.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never, though.
Yeah, she's quite interesting actually. It's a shame we can't take her with us. And so yeah, guys, I was Oh, sorry, I'm gonna go back a little bit because I want to change something. I just want to mention before I forget it again, because I did a lot of. I want to do less editing, so this is the reason why this is the very first time I have a translation box like this, because I used to do translations in the editing, so I fade in some translations in a nice way actually, and I did my best to make it really nice, but to be honest, there are not so many people watching this, and it's a lot of editing work, and I don't want to do this anymore because this solution is just better. So I want to do less editing, and I also hope the audio is okay, so that I don't have to edit the audio much. So what I'm trying to say is I want to do less editing. Like, I hope this quality of the video is okay, because it just takes a lot of time. And yeah, I hope this, yeah, I just want to say that I hope, you know, if you watched, maybe someone is watching the old videos and think, hey, why you don't do this anymore. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work of editing. So, and that's a reason. Okay, but I don't have much audience, to be honest, and no one is really watching the videos, so it's not a problem now. But still, I wanted to say that.
It was one of them. I know it.
Would you put a knuckle
You're
in
one
it?
of them. A divine order loyal. They killed a sorcerer, you know. They'll hide the evidence well enough, but make no mistake.
Jill, you one of them, a divine order loyal. They killed a sorcerer, you know they'll hide the evidence well enough, but make no mistake. Okay, he's not talking to us, or is he? I don't know.
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions.
I got the full sentence. I remember this sentence. Oh man, I was sitting on I was writing it. I was searching. I mean, this. No wonder I gave up. I never finished the IL tutorial. I couldn't. It was too tiring. It was really, really hard doing that back then. And it still kind of is, but...
He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, Ghetto. You hear that?
And he's also, I think Beast is also a character we can play or have in the group. Oh, here's a dog to talk. Listen up, girl. You hear that? Girl, tell him he out. To think twice before addressing you like a child. This is a really aggressive. I mean, he probably, you know. But I need to ouch. Ought. Tell him he ought. He sollte. Okay, to think. Okay, twice. Asked what you are meant to be hearing. Yeah, this is a good question. Wave his request away and ask him what he knows about the murder on the board. First of all,
The ship, of course.
the ship, of course. Quieten and listen to the sound of the ship.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
So, yeah, sorry guys, I was I needed a sip of water. Okay, I wasn't really listening.
And?
Man, it's not really important, I think. And tell him the ship is in moaning leak. A sick man. What? Yes, things like moaning. I think this. Do you mean that? Stöhnen makes sense. Moaning. Okay. Stöhnen like a sick man. Say the sea sounds angry, like it's trying to capsize the ship. Umwerfen. I think this one I just get from the context. I never heard that, or I don't remember it or something. Remark that your shipmates are as chatty as gulls. You can barely hear over the din. What is a din? Din. Lärm. Oh, this is so nice. Din. Okay, tell him, tell him, don't hear anything unusual. Yeah. Well, we just pretend we do, because I have no idea.
Sick as a leper's cat. From the state of it, I'd say she's being cared for by a bunch of beardless babes who never loved anyone but their own mums.
Seems to be the right answer.
But there's more.
Ah, okay.
Listen close.
Okay, close your eyes and try to let the ambient sound on the ship fade away.
There now, just like that. Squeak! Aha!
Aha, what?
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There, you heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, kiddo. Good news.
Ask him. Ask what's. Anyway, ask what's got him so excited that was nothing more than a rat. Not you heard it. What's it supposed to be? Decide to leave him to his soundscape and take your leave. No, I mean, we have to ask him because I have no idea what him.
No, you beautiful idiot. That wasn't any rat. It was the wheel. Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east.
Ah, okay, we're heading east.
Lord, my beard. That means if we've been traveling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
Ah, see, he's a really old, good seaman. Seaman? Ah, let's check this. Seaman. Seaman. Sailor. Okay. So tell him he shouldn't take like that about such a magnificent wood. Tell him he shouldn't talk like that about such a magnificent beard. Großartiger, I think. Magnificent. No, I can't. Okay, hold on. Opposite around. Großartig. Here it is. Yeah, prächtig. Oh yeah, this is großartig. Yeah, okay, will make sense. Magnificent beard. Yeah, we're gonna take this.
Ah, so you've eyes as well as ears, eh? You'll go far, mate. Even here.
I mean, he's a dwarf, so of course the dwarves like love the beards, or I mean, it's really okay. So you've eyes as well as ears. What? So you have eyes as well as ears. Ah, okay. You'll go far, mate. Even here. Okay. This is okay. Ask why he's so excited about reaching for joy. You haven't heard anything good about the place, but maybe he's sick of the ship. I think. Note he must be a prestiged sailor. Ask what the figure means to him. Huh? The figure. Oh no, come on! I had it right. Figure. I don't know what that means. Okay, let's ask him.
Captain,
oh.
Actually. And that figure tells me we're getting close to the joy. Close to what lies beyond it, too.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all. Thank ye kindly, kiddo.
Okay, cock an eyebrow if he's hatching an escape plan you want it in. I'm getting a little bit tired, guys. That's the reason I'm not translate everything, but I got the sense. Say nothing, but look him over once before leaving. You may want to find him again inside Fort Joy. Okay, well, let's ask him about
He continues stroking his beard, a beatific smile on his lips, and doesn't acknowledge you anymore.
Aha. Oh. Okay, guys, this is almost no, it is, I think, over an hour a little bit. So I hope
it was one of them. I know it.
Okay. Yeah, so I want to say, stop it, don't do it. I can't, yeah, exactly, I can't concentrate. So let's go here, that's a little bit more quiet, I think. And we're gonna, oh, this is a good room for us. So yeah, I hope this was interesting for you guys, and let me know if this is okay to hear the Google Translator or not. I have no idea if this is good or not. Also, I have a new logo, so I was working on my new logo, which is a little bit well, neutral, so it's not so intent. I think intent means intensive. Intensive, strong. I like the old version, but for some games like this, it's a little bit too it was too loud, too noisy. So you can compare this to the first part. So yeah, I think that's it. So I wish you a nice day, and let me know if you have any suggestions or something. I wish you a nice day. Thanks for watching. Until our next part. Bye bye and auf Wiedersehen. No, auf Wiedersehen. Okay, bye guys.